Look, I am a therapist. I know all about 1 to 10 scales. That's how I scale everything. How are you feeling today? 1 to 10. You tell me a 6, I'm like, that's pretty good.
Hey there. Happy holidays, everybody. Welcome to the Tabletop Travel Guide, the podcast where we explore fictional worlds and civilizations right from the comfort of our own tables. I'm Tyler, and last week in a campaign... What happened? I did not prep for this. I had some great interaction with my gnome brother in Sam's campaign.
You had like a world-shaking, potentially...
Yeah, I possibly learned some very interesting information about my character, which we'll find out in the finale.
It was a ... kind of moment.
To be continued next time.
TBD.
Yes.
So I'm Sam, and I got to start playing fun plot nuggets that pull at people's personal plot stories this week, so that was delightful.
So close to the end of your, part of the campaign, too.
I know.
Dropping bombs.
I'm so terrified when it comes to my character. But anyway, I'm Ryan, and last week I avoided getting hit by a blacksmith's hammer that I offended because I called them old.
Oh, yeah.
She was absolutely justified. I rolled a nat 1 on my diplomacy check, and I don't have diplomacy as a trained skill on that character, so kind of figured I barged in the door, called them old, and dealt with the consequences.
I must have missed the part where you rolled the nat 1, because I'm like, why is he talking like this?
Oh, yeah. I literally was just like, I don't have diplomacy, but let's see how this goes. Nat 1? Yeah. Hello, I think you're old. Do you know where the ghosts live? Thankfully, Chad was there to actually have a trained skill in diplomacy and cover for me.
He's like, buddy, here, let me...
I have deception.
That's fair. Okay. Cool. Well, this is our last episode of the year.
Woo.
We've had a fantastic year of adventure. We've been all across Avistan. We've taken some trips to the plains.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some laughs. We've had some cringes. Had some good times. Had some weird times. We started this back in February.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, we started. Wow. Our first episode came out in February.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So
you were bored and it was cold. There was nothing else to do. Might as well do a podcast.
Sure.
So for those of you who have come along with us in this journey, we appreciate you. And those who are just joining, we appreciate you. So today, we're going to tie up the year in a nice little bow and give out Tabletop Travel Guides official top 19 countries to visit in Galarian in 2023.
Did we visit 19 countries?
We technically visited, so there are a couple carve-outs here.
Because 19 is a very specific number.
Yes. So I am not counting the times when we had episodes in the past and the future, or past and the modern.
Yeah.
So Taldor only makes the current list. Chiliax only makes the current, or the modern day list.
Yeah.
Because you can't visit, old historical.
Not with that.
Yeah.
Not with that attitude.
That's true. I guess we do have time travel. And then I am not putting on the tabletop lore guide locations, mostly because we did not score those.
That makes sense.
So I'm only doing the countries we have scored as part of this year and giving it a rating.
Okay.
Woo. So wait. So you said the top 19.
Yes.
But we went to 19.
Yes.
So they're all on top?
Well, it's going from worst to best.
We're ranking them.
Ranking them.
Okay. All right. I like this.
So Tabletop Travel Guides official, only 19 countries to visit.
But we're going to rank the ones that you want to go to.
We're ranking the ones, yes.
When we finish Avistan, will we do all of Avistan?
Ooh, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll come back around to that.
Then we might have to do, I don't know how many countries is in Avistan. We might have to do a top 3 and a worst 3.
We're more than halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I will note is we are going to have to do some tiebreakers. So that's where you guys come in.
Okay.
Ooh, Ryan and I do not know the data going into this.
Oh yeah, we did not look back in the notes at all. Only
Tyler told us not to. So
yeah, so I have the list, and we are going to go. So
some of these are going to be so bad.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you guys a guess. coming in at 19. The
Ooh.
worst place to go.
It's got to be Nidal, right?
That would be my guess too.
You're wrong.
Oh, it's not the worst.
Who did we put as the worst?
It's Galt.
That also, okay. Yeah,
So
that checks
the
out.
only one that we said if we could, we'd give it a 0 out of 5.
Ooh.
In this case, it was a 0 out of 5
Final Blades, probably.
beheadings.
Beheadings.
Ooh.
So technically 1, 0 to 5, was Galt. So
I wasn't here for that one, and I probably would have given it a 1, so technically it could have been a 0.3.
That's true. That's true. I do realize that as we go into 2024, we might increase our scale to 10.
Oh,
To make
we need
things-
more nuance.
We need more nuance because we are running into some tiebreakers.
Okay.
So, to be fair, you guys were basically correct. Coming in at 18 was Nidal with a 1 out of 5.
Well, hold on, I want to go back to Galt for a second.
Okay.
I think the critical part there was the episode did not cover the spoiler guide.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, with the spoiler guide, it gets worse.
No, it gets
Or better?
better.
Better. It gets
No, it gets better.
Things
So
get
I
better.
think given without the spoiler guide, yeah, I think that's right.
That's true. We did
Mhm.
give that score without. Okay, so maybe the Nidal was all in. So
By this time next year, Galt could be rising higher in
It
the
could be
ranks.
good now.
it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll revisit some of these places and see if they after they look at our guide, see if
Yeah.
they shape up to get higher on our rankings next year. So yeah, coming in at number 18 was Nidal.
I totally disagree with this ranking, but fine.
1 out of 5 spike chains.
Oh, I'm just remembering it, and I'm just all over again.
Yes, we were there for that. That was one of our cringy episodes. It was
The libraries sound great. What do I have to do to get into them? Oh no.
yes. If you are one of the 5 out of 5 people who would really like Nidal, maybe drop us a
There
line.
are dozens of us.
There,
Dozens.
there are ones of us. Yes. Okay. So that was 19 and 18. We have a tie from 14 to 17. So we have a
Oh.
4-way tie.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So we need you
For
guys
two stars?
for 2 stars.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll put them in there first, and then we'll choose what the final ranking is.
Okay.
So the 4 in the running are Mendev / Sarkoris
Okay.
with 2 out of 5 ward stones.
Uh-huh.
We
Sure.
have Cheliax,
Oh, right. True.
2 out of 5 devils. We have Adasarol, which is the place in New Thassalon, the half, the non-Sortian side, the
Yeah.
Bellamarius
Mhm.
side, which we put 2 out of 5 rune wells, and Isker, which was 2 out of 5 orphans.
Ooh.
Okay.
So yeah,
So we have to now rank them.
you have to
Of
rank
those
them.
4?
Yeah.
Okay.
So of those, Mendev, Cheliax, Adasarol, and Isker, who would be the lowest to get number 17?
Oh.
I almost feel like Isger
Yeah.
is like
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Junior
Isker too.
Cheliax, but more boring.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair. Isker, yeah, wasn't a good tourism spot.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like all the bad of Isker, or of all the bad of Cheliax, but then like
None of the interesting parts.
yeah, like
Tacking on some sadness.
yeah, it's like it's a depressing place of poor sense of government, and also there's no pretty architecture or geography.
Womp womp.
Okay,
Okay. So then we have Mendev, Cheliax, and Adasarol. What comes in at 16?
Mendev's pretty rough.
Oh, see, I would rank Mendev the best out
You
of
think
all
so?
of these
okay,
options.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Okay.
So if that's the case, then I think I'd put probably Cheliax near Isker,
Yeah, I think I'd go Cheliax next.
and
Okay.
then Adasarol, and then Mendev.
Cool.
Yeah, Mendev was on the topper, the
The
higher
topper.
end for me
Topper.
because I feel like they're on an upswing. So, and
Yeah.
I feel like I have more like positive feelings moving forward for them, whereas I think Cheliax is gonna Cheliax and
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is like Cheliax. You're like, oh, I really like to visit there, but I would definitely get thrown in prison.
It's fair.
Mhm.
It's fair. So, number 17, Isker,
Yep.
full of sadness. 16, Cheliax, full of
Full of
devils. 15, Adasarol.
full of weird old people who traveled through time too many times.
Yeah. I feel like Cadastral came in as fine.
Yeah.
And
Cold.
coming in at 14 was Mendev / Sarkoris.
Yeah, I mean, they closed up the world wound. They don't have devils spilling out everywhere. I feel like those, at least people you'd get along with better. They seem to have a positive trajectory for their life.
Yeah, but definitely still a strong travel advisory.
Yeah, but at least they have positive goals rather than like Cheliax, which has contracts with devils.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good with that.
That's fair. Okay, so going out of the 2s into the 3s.
Oh boy, here we
3
go.
to 5s.
Middle of
It's
the
gonna be
road.
5.
There are 5.
Oh god.
So you have Taldor, current day, which was 3 out of 5 backstabs.
Okay.
You have 5 Kings Mountains, which is 3 out of 5 kingdoms. You have Corvosa, which is 3 out of 5 curses. You have Riddleport, which is 3 out of 5 gendarmes.
Gendarme.
And you have Land of the Lenorm Kings, 3 out of 5 Lenorms.
Oh boy.
Do you want me to go through those again?
I feel like we should have had visual aids. Not that like the podcast listeners need it, but just because I as a human am like, wait, that was 5 things and I have to remember them? Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do them again, and
So-
I'm gonna pick my lowest. I'm gonna try to pick my lowest 2 out of them. To
Okay.
start.
Okay,
So,
that's good. Let's do
Taldor, 5 Kings Mountains, Corvosa, Riddleport, Lenorm Kings.
I feel like Corvosa's on the bottom for
Yeah,
me.
I think I agree with Corvosa. And then I was thinking Lenorm Kings because I feel like that would just be really hard to go to. Like if I'm looking at Taldor versus the Lenorm Kings, like
Yeah.
I could at least go to Opara.
Right.
I feel like I would really struggle to go to the Land of the Lenorm Kings.
Yeah. I agree
Yeah.
with that. Corvosa and then Land of Lenorm Kings.
The 3 you have left are Taldor, 5 Kings Mountains, and Riddleport.
My gut tells me Riddleport, Taldor, 5 Kings Mountains. I feel like I was too rough on the dwarves, but I feel like the dwarves would be cool to go to. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I would definitely put Riddleport next there in the middle of the
Yeah.
pack. Because, like, Pirate Town could be fun, but also you're going to get pickpocketed. And then, yeah, I'm personally still tied with Taldor and the 5 Kings Mountains because I'm like, okay, Taldor has, like, a better government now, so that's nice. And
They're on the way back.
They seem to be on the upswing from...
It is interesting to see how our scoring has changed because Taldor was our first episode and we're like, yeah, it's fine. And then either our standards have gone down or because
we've gone to worse places.
Or floor places are rougher than Taldor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it could be a toss-up, right? Like, Taldor is Roman Empire. Like, would you want to go to Rome if it had, like, still some backstabby elements? Like, if the Mafia was stronger in Rome? Or would you want to go to, who's my 5 Kings? Who's my modern-day 5 Kings Mountains analog? I don't even know, but yeah, like, would I go to Rome if the Mafia was stronger? Yeah, probably.
Okay. So are we saying...
I think for me it would be 5 Kings and then Taldor.
Yeah, I think I've talked myself into that order. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that makes sense. Nothing against you dwarves, but...
So coming in from 13 to 9. 13, we have Corvosa. 12, Lenorm Kings. 11, Riddleport. 10, 5 Kings Mountains. And 9, Taldor.
Okay.
That feels right. That feels right.
Okay.
So now we're in the top 10.
So now we're in the top 10.
Woo.
Yeah, we have made it into the top 10. So Taldor...
Well, technically Taldor's in the top 10.
Taldor is in the top 10. Yeah. So...
Which out of 19 is, half.
You're beating the curve? You're on top of the curve?
You brought your homework to class. It was adequately completed. We have work to do.
Okay, so coming in at number 8, because we gave a half on this one.
Ooh.
Oh, see, we got it.
Yeah, was Irison.
Oh.
3.5 out of 5 dancing huts.
Again, I feel like it was because it's a country that seems to be moving in a more positive direction. Like, the history's a little yikes.
Yeah.
But current government seemed a little bit better.
Yeah, that feels right.
Yeah.
That feels right.
I feel like this one could have, if it went with the 3s, it could have gone slightly farther down. But
Yeah, I mean, we all just get to wear our cute winter coats and pop around in the snow for a bit, but we don't have to live there.
Hang out with some Russians.
Yeah, it is interesting. So I almost feel like I would put Taldor higher than Irison. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
It's all right.
We'll be better next year.
It's okay.
Or will we? We're not going to be better next year. So, we have another tie for 5.
Oh.
For 4 out of 5.
What? Wait, there's 5 of them?
There's 5 of them.
Well, that makes sense. 'Cause
Holy.
4 out of 5 is like our pretty good.
Oh, yeah. And a lot got pretty good. Woof.
So the 5 here, from number 7 to number 3, are Druma, Ravenel, Magnamar, the Mammoth Lords, and Eurythnia. So remember, Eurythnia is the other side of New Thassalon.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, where are you guys thinking?
Ooh.
Can you repeat them for me?
Druma, Ravenel, Magnamar, Realm of the Mammoth Lords, and Eurythnia.
All right, so Sam doesn't like cold, so let's put the Realm of the Mammoth Lords.
I don't remember what happened in Ravenel.
Ravenel is...
It's baby Cheliax that like broke away from Cheliax.
The other baby
It was Freedom Fighter.
Freedom Fighter Cheliax. Same episode in Isker.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yes.
I was like, all I can remember are the orphans.
Weird how that works.
Oh, that's strange.
So Ravenel was kind of on the up and up. They're the ones fighting against the devils.
That's right.
Why we gave it a much higher score than Isker.
I mean, so if we're picking bottom 2s again, my gut tells me Mammoth Lords and Ravenel.
Yeah, I think so too.
So Mammoth Lords is just rougher terrain, rougher territory, and then I did this episode and even I'm struggling a bit, but I think Ravenel, like the big thing was like there's a city that has like a casino and like it'd be fun, but it's lower on my 4 list probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think Ravenel might rank lower for me than the Mammoth Lords.
That's fine. We can switch those. I'm not tied to those two.
Yeah. I at least think seeing mammoths would be cool.
Okay, so are we saying
Ravenel than Mammoth Lords?
Ravenel than Mammoth Lords? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Cool. So now we have Druma, Magnamar, and Eurythnia.
All right, so Druma had
the money
and the like swords for hire all over the place.
Yes. We felt like we'd be very safe there.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we felt that Druma would be a great shopping place because it's all about that money and high-end retail.
Yeah.
Place to treat yourself.
And then Magnamar was the Angel City.
Angel City.
In Varissia.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which like seemed pretty accepting of like different people, and they had all their like kind of mythology around the city founding. And then Eurythnia was the nicer side of
good room.
The nicer
Thassalon.
the part of New Thassalon which you'd probably want to go to, and the ruler is good and the people are good, and it seems like a pretty solid place to be.
Yeah.
All right, so then I think my personal ranking for the rest of this, from lowest to high, I think I would go Magnamar, Druma, Eurythnia.
I would do Magnamar, Eurythnia, Druma.
I agree with Tyler. That's where I was going to go. I think Druma would be a blast.
Okay, that's good, because that's 2 out of 3. That's why we have an odd number.
Yeah, I think Druma would be a lot of fun to go to.
So coming in from 7 all the way down to second runner-up,
Oof.
Ravenel, number 7. Mammoth Lords, number 6. Magnamar, number 5. Eurythnia, number 4. And your second runner-up, Druma, at number 3.
Yeah, that feels right.
Okay,
That
I like
feels
it.
right.
And now we need to pick our first runner-up and
2 5s. Who did we give 5s to?
our 5s. Do you guys remember? There's 2 places left.
So Andoran is left.
Yeah.
And who else is left?
I have the map in my head and I'm going around the map. I can't
I'm like, who else are we talking about?
I can't picture who else we gave a 5 to. It's not one of the Varissians, is it?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Not Thassalon. Going back down.
Final guesses?
We now are really bad at geography and can't picture the other countries that are hanging out. Oh, Keonan.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I was like, wait, where? I'm like,
Yeah,
where have we
that's
gone?
right.
So we have given Keonan, which was 5 out of 5 trees, and Andoran, 5 out of 5 cacaws.
It's gotta be Keonan. I think Keonan would be so much fun.
I guess like as long as we can get in. I feel like that's the one deterrent for Keonan is like, it would be really cool to go to, but we really got to have a good visa.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, where would you rather travel to? Like,
Yeah.
the city of the woodland elves, or like
Well, that's true.
Washington D.C. Like,
Yeah, it's definitely the elves.
America.
like you won't get thrown in prison, but like I'd much rather go visit the elves.
Yes, that's true.
Nice. Okay, so that was easy. Our first runner-up, Andoran
Caw.
Ka. And our winner of Tabletop Travel Guides official best place to go to in 2023, Keonan.
Keonan.
We're going to get a strongly worded letter from Keonan that says, take us off of this list. We do not want people to come here. Stop advertising us.
We don't like tourists.
Cease and desist.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be like Hawaii, where now they're like limiting the number of people that are allowed to come to Hawaii
that.
for tourism because people are crappy and
That's true.
ruin the environment.
So if you are listening to this and you follow our guide, be good to the elves.
Yes.
Don't be rude.
Yes, don't cut down any trees.
litter.
Don't cut down any trees because you will be arrested. But just don't litter. Don't do other things that are rude. Treat
Don't
nature well.
Take terrible selfies and fall off of cliffs.
Yeah, don't go try to find pictures of was it tree raiser?
Yeah,
Oh, yes, don't do that.
No safaris into his
No
area of the
safaris
forest.
into the woods. Cool. So do you want to do a quick run through all at once?
Yeah,
where we're at?
bottom to first. Do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
bottom to top. And if you have any other thoughts or strongly words, feel free to reach out to us. I think even while we were talking through this, we were questioning some of our different levels.
Some of these are kind of tough. I think Taldor got the
Taldor, I think.
worst end of this.
I think so too.
Yeah. We set our expectations far too high for Taldor as our first episode. Maybe next year when we're on a 10 scale, it'll be...
I do think the 10 scale will help.
Yeah.
Because then hopefully there'll be more distribution. And
We just need to commit to not accidentally using an A, B, C, D, F scale.
A what?
What?
Like some places that score things by 10, it's like a 6 is actually their 0.
Oh.
Right? Like we got to commit to being like, if it's bad, like it's a 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we gave Galta 0 out of 5. I'm sure we can
That's
give
fair.
Galta... Okay.
Look, I am a therapist. I know all about 1 to 10 scales. That's how I scale everything. How are you feeling today? 1 to 10. If you tell me a 6, I'm like, that's pretty good.
You're doing great.
Are you an engineer? 60% is probably passing the curve by 20%.
It is, yes. I
Okay.
mean, yes.
So, starting at 19, Nidal, technically. We're going to go with Nidal. 18 was Galt, after we talked about post-spoiler guide.
Yep.
17 was Isker.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
16, Cheliax.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
15, Adasserol.
Uh-huh.
14, Mendev. 13, Corvosa.
Mm-hmm.
12, Land of the Lenorm Kings. 11, Riddleport. 10, Five Kings Mountains. 9, Taldor. 8, Irison. 7, Ravenel.
Uh-huh.
6, Realm of the Mammoth Lords. 5, Magnamore. 4, Eurythnia. Second runner-up at number 3, Druma. First runner-up at number 2, Andoran. And again, the winners, the elves of Keonan.
The elves of Keonan.
Ooh.
Typical elves. Swooping in.
Swooping in with that win, taking it away from Andoran.
It's really fun to conceptualize everything like in a list like that, because you think about like all the different places you talk about and all the different like mechanics and things about them, and then it's like now we're gonna give it a number.
Yeah.
Well, I guess my takeaway is this was way more fun than me reading all the wiki pages or like reading all the source books and being like, cool, I know Galarian now.
Yeah.
Oh, for
No, this
sure.
is a lot of fun.
This was way more fun.
Yeah.
I am really excited for the places that we get to go next year, though, because I feel like there's some like really fun ones that I'm really excited to like learn about and talk about. So
it's been cool to do at the beginning of the year. I think we really knew what we were talking about. like or the places we explored first were the ones we knew most about.
Yes.
So it was very interesting to see as we continued on throughout the places where we go from like Taldor, where we're like, oh yeah, we basically know Taldor. Andoran, yeah, we've played in there. Cheliax, obviously. To the more like New Thassalon and
Mhm.
Irison, which we knew a little bit about, and like Realm of the Mammoth Lords. And so like to see us go from kind of like, oh yeah, we know about this, to like, oh, we don't know anything about this going into it. It's been kind of cool.
Yeah, I like the learning part of it. It's fun.
So, yeah, as we go into 2024, we're going to continue our exploration of Avistan. I think we might only have about maybe like 7 or 8 countries left to go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In there, and then we're gonna work our way down to Garund. So we'll be hitting that at some point,
And then I like really know almost nothing.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that'll be exciting. But again, thank you for this year, and thanks for coming along with us. We appreciate everybody who's listened and told your friends and reached out to us. It means a lot to know that you guys are enjoying this, and anytime we see a comment on our Reddit posts or an email or whatever, it's just like it's good. It's good to chat with you guys. It's good to hear from you.
It's a really fun way to connect with like the wider Pathfinder community.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a really neat, like, oh man, we got people all over that are all into this same game.
I literally text Tyler and say, like, we got a comment.
Yes, I will screenshot and be like, somebody commented on a post. And I will still be that way next year. So if you ever comment out, you just know that I will be sharing in a group chat, or somebody will share in a group chat like, we got a comment. Somebody messaged us. It's great.
But we just love that everyone's as excited about the world as we are, and it's just a fun point of connection that we all get to have together.
Yeah.
So that's my sappy moment for end of the year.
Yes. Thanks again to all of you listening. Tell your friends about us. Comment on Reddit. Send us an email. Reach out to us at tabletoptravelguidepodcast@gmail.com. Go check our website at tabletoptravelguide.com. Remember, we have a Patreon now, so you can get to it from our website. It is also linked in the show notes. So, if you want to support, feel free. If not, no pressure. And with that, happy holidays again, and have a great new year, everybody. And we'll see you next year.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Woo.
holidays.